Hey, I hope you guys have missed us because I know I've missed you. Before I forget, like and subscribe and share and all that stuff. Gives me a thumbs up. Let me know where you're from. It helps us reach more people, but I know everybody says that, but if I don't, you'll forget. I know I'd forget. So today we are talking about brand new machines from Viking. So we're very excited. We have the Topaz 50 has gone by the wayside, and we have the Topaz 65. So very pretty, if I do say so. It's beautiful, the traditional white with a lovely purple accent color. Here we have the embroidery unit attached. It takes 15 hoops, everything from 360 by 200 down to the little 40 millimeters, what do you call that? The spring hoop. So a lot of variety. It comes with two. It comes with the big one, the 360 by 200 and a 120 by 120, but a lot of stuff in between. So that's nice because it's always good to be able to use those hoops that you guys already have. All of those that you may have had with a Topaz 50 or beyond, or maybe you have a bigger machine like an Epic or a Ruby. The hoops that you have for those, most of them, will work with this one as well. It'll also take some of the magnetic hoops. Really nice. So some of the big things, of course, is this beautiful screen. You guys that have seen the Topaz 50, it had just an itty bitty screen. This has a beautiful 7-inch display, and it's Wi-Fi enabled. So now instead of having necessarily to always use a USB port to add your designs, you can send them to your cloud, and the cloud will put them right here on your machine, all on your computer. It does have a USB port, so if you should need to update your machine, or if you come to class and you want to put a design on in class, we would be able to do that. Or if you have thumb drives around with 1,000,003 designs on them, you can still use those as well. So for me, the exciting part is this new operating system. So this is the same operating system that we see in the Epic 3 and in the Quilt 97. So a lot of those nice features are right here. If I hit my home screen here, it says, here I am, and I can choose either sewing or embroidery and start new. I also have the Joy OS Advisor, so that gives us all kinds of information. So I can come here and I can say, what am I doing today? Maybe I'm quilting. If I choose quilting, I get a bunch of different options. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. It started with the Epics, Epic 1, but it keeps improving. So I can come and do basic quilting. I can say, you know what, I've never stitched in the ditch before, and I can have a tutorial on what I need and a little video and a little bit of help along the way. So very nice, very good information. Not only sewing information, but how I'm going to use the machine. I have a little cheat sheet here for my stitches. So if I come back out and I come back to sewing, I can look here and I have my fabric selector. So all that automatic tension is set. So it comes to the defaults. I can say woven medium, and the machine's going to set my tension for me. Of course, I always have the ability to change it because it doesn't know everything. We still know more than the machine. Don't let it get too smart. But we still have control there, so that's nice. If I come to my home screen and I can go to embroidery, and it says, I'm going to say no, I don't want to clear my work. So it's Friday, so yes, I chose the wine bottles. Don't judge me. So here I am. This is a built-in design. I have a little cheat sheet here, and I thought that I would show you guys some of the features that we have. 7-inch touchscreen. It's got a ton of built-in designs. So if I go to the little tulip here, I have all kinds of, I'm going to make my screen bigger. I have all kinds of designs, all broken down into categories, just like that top of the line Epic 3. So lovely choices, all kinds of things. So if I chose one, a nice feature, this is bringing that from the top of the line, bringing that feature in here. If I chose this little car and I wasn't sure, it looks nice, but is it going to fit in my space? Because I've selected it, it tells me a lot of information right here. It tells me the size of the design. It's 75 by 29 millimeters. It tells me how many colors and how many stitches. So much information built right at my fingertips. So that's very exciting. If I went to Creativate, that's going to bring me to the library. And if you have a library subscription, you can use all of these designs. So very nice. We offer that through the store. At this time, it's $100. So you're paying for 10 months of the year and you get 12 months. And that entitles you, like Netflix, to use everything in the library. So it's almost 10,000 designs right now. They add new ones all the time. So very nice. You can use everything or whatever you want to do. So I can shop for a design, say shop for a design. I can look for a design, a library design, right from my machine, and I can load it from here with just well, that's going over the design I have, but that would allow me to load that design. I'm going to get rid of what was there before, select, and I'm going to make my screen bigger. I'm going to delete that. But isn't that neat? So that's a library design that I loaded right from the machine. Very exciting. There are 15 hoops that this machine uses, like I said. So everything from a 360 by 200 down to a little 40 millimeter spring hoop. So that's kind of neat too. This machine will also allow you to create a shape. So in other words, let me get rid of this design. I can create an applique right on the machine. So if I wanted to do a little heart design, I could just apply that right there and stitch out an applique. Right on the machine, no software required. Very neat stuff. It also will show us the blog here. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. There's a blog from Viking that comes out. They put new things in it all the time. Sometimes it's displaying an educational feature or a project. Lots of free stuff. So this says Christmas in July, for example, and all those designs, and it tells you how to do the project. Sometimes it's a free stitch. Let's see what else we have on here. So say I wanted to do this little one, which is a little freebie design. I can download that design right to my machine and stitch it out, and it comes, see here it says Valentine 2025. If I select that, I can save that right to my machine. So a free design from Viking. There's a ton of them, all different things to use. So I thought that was neat too. So again, those are all features from the high-end machines that they've brought into this new Topaz. Amazing design positioning, which is wonderful. The same features again in the Epic 3, the same process. So if you had a Topaz 50, you know that you used to have to kind of toggle between tools. So if I had to size something or if I had to do design positioning, I'd have to go back and forth using different tools to make it happen. All of that stuff is made so much more simple now let me go back to this. So say I had this design and I go to stitch it out. Oh, I don't want that. I'm going to change the hoop because I don't have that hoop handy. But if I had my hoop like that, and now I tell it to stitch it out, we're going to pretend I have my Q-foot on, and I can come to exact position, which is really just design positioning, and all those high-end tools are right there. Very simple. A lot of nice features here. We have a start, stop. We have start a stitch over, so that's nice there. Foot up, foot down, needle up, needle down, a scissor cutter, play and stop, and reverse. So a lot of nice features. I am very excited to have this new machine, and I'm excited for you guys to come and see it. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Are you happy with the new Topaz 65? If you have any questions, and I guess that's all I have to say about that. Keep stitching.